I feel like at this point I could say that I am very proud to be Nigerian, because Nigerian film industry be busting my brains. Like, a lot of things have been happening over the years. Like, I mean, comparing the Nigerian film industry from then to now,
say about a decade ago,
a lot of difference. Like, they are. I mean, have you been seeing the kind of what's it called, animation, cinematography? I mean,
picture
costume,
quality,
a lot of
costume,
things,
casting.
Casting has been on 100 recently.
Storyline also.
And I'm talking about a particular movie. But let me introduce you to the show. Welcome to Fuse Unbuttered, brought to you by Upfront and Personnel. My name is Madichi. I'm the Hurlo.
Sub Daddy in the building, ABA. What's going on?
How you doing, baby?
I'm chilled.
Looking chilled and black.
You get me? You don't crack when you're on black.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about on the show. We're going to go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oh yeah, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unbuttered.
So we're talking about how the movie industry has evolved over the years, and specifically Gang of Lagos, which was just released a few days ago. I mean, it's had people talking about on social media. People are talking about how, I mean, like technology, what's it called? Has evolved. But we're going to look at it from a different angle. We see people who, have not been in the industry for years evolve, like they're already out there, and people on social media keep saying, oh, how did they get there? Did they bribe somebody? Did they do this and do that and do that? Mostly it's always about the female actresses, but I mean, a lot of times during female actresses, the people are asking, oh, how did they come up there? We've seen veteran actresses who have been in the industry for years without anything to fall back on, right? But let's talk about Gang of Lagos. So recently there's been an argument about the fact that they represented the Eyo culture in the wrong way. Even though the production crew put it out there that this was just fiction, they were just trying to portray a story. But there's been a disclaimer, there's been a controversial topic about it.
Currently we're hearing that I saw a post. I mean, I've not confirmed it yet if it's actually truthfully from the Lagos State government, but I saw a post that stated that the Lagos State government was frowning at the portrayal of the misrepresentation of the way the Eyo masquerade was portrayed in that movie, and say it's some level of culture defamation. And
okay, but Yoruba, I think you should tell people what the Eyo means.
Okay, it's actually a masquerade, all right, and it symbolizes a lot of things, all right. The Yoruba people, especially the Lagos Islanders, all right, you understand, they own, do you understand, the origin of this Eyo masquerade, and it has a lot of it symbolizes a lot of things. It symbolizes wealth, happiness, you understand. Also, it's like these are the people that you can call the custodians of the culture. Now, a lot of people have not paid attention to this masquerade here in Lagos, even as people that are based here in Lagos, because I know there was a time as a young boy that I used to hear about the Eyo festival. It used to be a very big deal. Massive. But over time, I don't know if it is just being swept under the carpet or the royalties are not literally publicizing it as much as it used to be. We still hear of the Oshun Festival. We still hear of the New Yam Festival. We hear of the there's this festival they do somewhere in this North Central where they go fishing. Do you understand? The fisherman to catch the biggest fish is being rewarded and stuff like that. There are a lot of culture.
Even in the eastern part of Nigeria, we have the Oji Festival.
Do you understand? So the Eyo Festival is a big deal, but recently we've not been hearing a lot about it. So now this movie kind of just talked about the Eyo masquerade in just a couple of scenes and just put it in the movie. And Lagos State government coming out, it was not even the Lagos State government first off, I saw Vector trying to make a counterculture correction. I'll say correction because it's like they portray the culture in a way that was not suitable by the owners or the custodians of this culture. And Vector came out on social media to like post some videos, also put out a couple of tweets saying that he's not really impressed with the way,
even after putting a disclaimer.
So now I'm going there, and I can understand the point of view where they're coming from, but the thing is, maybe they were expecting some level of approval.
Let's say Toby, for instance, was portrayed as not a gangster.
Who's
he was
that?
Shooting the lead character.
Toby
was portrayed as a gangster.
Yeah.
Would you say he's not that? He's not an arm robber.
So like I said,
the same
we
thing.
are just getting to that level where our movies are literally cutting across, like catching the attention of people.
Okay.
Do you understand that? If you're not going to fund and portray the heritage and all in the way you want to, all right, I mean, we're just going to put out a disclaimer and say, okay, this is just a fictitious character. Any resemblance of the original identity is not intentional, and it is not to to downplay, the relevance of this thing. There's a disclaimer that's been put out in that movie. If you check out the credits, you see that disclaimer stated that it is just fiction.
Yeah.
It is not true.
It's not
it's not a fact. Do you understand? These are just myth characters and all that. But what I know is that there's a silver lining, all right, to all of this that's going on right now, because the more they keep condemning, the more they keep talking about, is giving them views. It's making people say, okay, let me go check what they are talking about, and they are making their money and stuff like that. But in all of this, where they cannot be held, to preempt is the fact that they put out a disclaimer that these are just fictitious characters, and whatever resemblance with the original identity is not what we intend to do. Do you understand? It is. I mean, we watch movies
so you
where
feel like people are focusing on the wrong. Not wrong.
I'll tell you. There was one movie that I watched when I was really young. Shawaride. I can't remember, but I mean, he had almost a depiction of Abacha's timing, the military regime and all that. Do you understand? But people did not really go to say, so I'm really, maybe because I was really young.
You said, exactly. Like you said, our movie industry has evolved
over the years.
Are paying more attention.
And you also stated that, we're seeing new characters also break, boundaries and also break into the space.
Yeah.
That movie actually had a couple of new characters that were impressed.
I mean, Tenny's dad he was actually new.
The Kazim character.
Nino, I think I've seen him.
Nino is Tayo Faniro. He's also an ex Big Brother Africa housemate. But I mean, this is the first time that I can say his supporting role was actually,
Did you see the child actors?
Do you understand? The child actors.
The was amazing.
I love their enthusiasm. But I was just going to say that the guy that played the Kazim role, all right, has actually been in the theater space and all that for a while. I saw this post on Lala Akindoju's Instagram page where she was eulogizing the guy and saying that she met this guy and she just told Jade Oshiberu, who is the director, that don't worry, we found Kazim character that and I can't really remember his original name, but she was saying that she knows the guy. He has been acting for a couple of years, like a long time in theater and movies, but he was not. Sometimes it takes a role to bring you out.
Interview by Bimbo Ademoye, and she said that when he came on set and people were like, this is a fairly new character, are you sure he can play this character? And he killed the role. Like that's what I'll give thumbs up to Jadi. She's always very good in terms of picking casting newbies in the industry.
That being said, casting in the industry is something that a lot of times people have voiced out about some discrepancies that go on in the movie industry, especially here in Nigeria, especially when it comes to victimizing and objectifying the female gender when they are thirsty for roles.
I was going to say fame, but not necessarily fame. I mean, some of them are talented. They just want to put their work out there.
Talented, but a lot of people are predators, and they prey on this way. They intentionally pick on those that are very, very thirsty for roles and use it to their disadvantage, and they kind of like victimize them and a lot of things. I'm sure you guys want to hear what we want to talk about. We also have a voice note that is also leaked. That's why we're going to leak it. Where a director is telling an upcoming actress that you have to scratch my back. You know what, guys?
Let's go on a quick break.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Oya, go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Oh. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Oh. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. Oh yeah, you heard me. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Views Unbothered.
Welcome back. So what we're going to do is, before we delve into the discussion, we want you guys to understand the nitty-gritty of what's going on here. So we want you to listen to a leaked voice note from a supposed director. Actually, he is a popular director. We're not going to release information of what his identity. So we want you guys to hear the voice note of what this popular director was telling an aspiring actress, all right, that was applying for a role. I mean, there's so many things to fault in this voice note, but listen to it. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
One of the secrets I don't like any girl that I brought to the industry is that whenever I produce my movie and they bring it out, many people would like to see your face and they will love the role you played. If you acted very well, they will start calling us senators, governors, House of Assemblies, commissioners. They will start calling, please, I want this girl. But by the time you have useless yourself, they've all seen your pants, they've slept with you, you will have no value. So it has affected so many people in the movie industry today. The only one person that I know, and that is the truth, that as an actress you can, be giving them your body, maybe you want to enjoy them, you want them to sleep with you, is only the producer and the director. These are the two people you can give yourself out to in case if they are having any job opportunities. That alone that you have with them, that cordial relationship you have with them will be pushing you, they will be giving you more job opportunities that will make more valuable people to see you.
All I would say is the audacity for me. Like,
there's no bond. This
guy was actually making sense until
at the first few seconds.
Yeah, this guy is actually a director for a reason. Like, did you see the way he directed that voice?
Oh
my god!
He directed the voice note to hit a particular point.
So he gets your attention, and then you get a particular point. You're like, what?
I mean, it made sense when you said do not sleep around because you undervalue yourself, and words will get out there. And it made sense when he said that a lot of people are doing it, which is actually true. And they actually lose out on the end. At the end, I beg your pardon. But where you didn't now make sense. What I'm hearing that the only people you have
to sleep with are your producers and your directors, because these are the people that would.
He said you create a bond with them, exactly. And they would open up doors for you. So and he's also talking about payments. Here's the thing. I don't know how that industry exactly works, but I can tell you for a fact that talent and hard work would pay more than all those cutting corners.
But I don't think it will pay in Nigeria, the kind of industry we run.
I'm just saying, for how long are you going to keep cutting corners if you're not talented? If you're not good at what you're doing, you cut corners, you get a couple of roles.
But we still see some very good actors and actresses who are still at a particular sport. We still see them, and we see our so-called actresses making it, driving. Today they are driving this, tomorrow they are dedicating. I like the fact that
it's a woman that's coming for you guys.
I'm not because those are the people that get trolled the most. Like, you see, even though you know that this lady is hardworking, this lady is actually putting in the hard work to get her back. But the fact that she's affiliated with being an actress, then there's a problem.
So I mean, I really cannot say much because I'm not in that industry. But what I know is these are things that are happening.
Yeah. This
is just one of 100 or one of a million that we were privileged to have access to, and that's what we're putting out there. That things are really going on in this industry. But for every young lady out there and every young man out there, I had to also say young man out there because some men are also getting sexually victimized. You understand? So it's not just.
So what's your advice? What should you say for
my
people
own
who are,
opinion
for people,
is
maybe for people who are actually victimized by this, what should they do? Because some people are
I don't
handicapped.
know, honestly.
Some people are actually handicapped.
I don't
Who
know,
do they report to?
but find help, find a mentor, right? Find a mentor. That's one thing that can help you. And secondly, for you who is very desperate or thirsty to break out in that industry, do things on your own terms, so you don't eventually have unnecessary regrets.
And I also want to add that
I
want to add that social media has evolved, so you don't have to send any DM to any direct. You can put yourself out there. So a lot of people actually make it.
Just make monologues on your page, post it out there. And I mean,
your talent to definitely.
There was a time that Kemi Adetiba put out competition there that she was looking for a particular character. Not only Kemi Adetiba, a couple of other directors and producers have done that. Please, I cannot overemphasize the importance of mentorship. When you have a mentor, someone who is doing it is really very challenging, all right, and tasking to get someone who is quite successful in that space to mentor you, because they also are always, steady, consistently working. But there's a level that you need to work towards yourself as an entertainer, as an actress, as an actor, and people now begin to notice you. At that point, you are undeniably noticeable. Do you understand? But these things are really going on, and I cannot lie, it is almost impossible to say that it is going to come to an end.
Definitely.
Because I feel like some people will still keep falling prey for it, but it would not be nice for all of us here in the media to keep quiet when we hear about the discrepancies that are going on in this industry. So guys out there, please guide yourself, guide your mind, protect yourself. Do not fall victim, do not fall prey of the predators and the testy people that call themselves directors and producers. Actually, a professional, and I mean 100% professional director or producer would not require that you have
open
to
your pants, basically,
off your pants before they give you a role. That's so much we can take today on Fuse Unbothered.
That's right. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. Let us know what you think. Join the conversation on all our social media platforms. On YouTube at The Fuse, on Instagram at Fuse Local. You can find me everywhere at _Medici.
Hey, link up with your own boy, Sub Daddy, Alaji Salt, aka Don Pablo Salt, Okomogeti on Shoka Show. Do you understand? Get it? AB_AKYZ on all social media platforms, guys. From all of us here, stay fused. Holla, it's crazy.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.